Aaron Merriman isn't just one of the leading drivers in harness racing. With over 800 wins so far this season, he is the leading driver of 2017. Oh, and by the way, he also won the most races of any other driver on the planet in 2015 and 2016. In fact, he's the first harness driver in history to win at least 800 races in 4 consecutive years. He's the winningest driver of this decade, and he's also the youngest inductee of the Northfield Park Wall of Fame. With 9,500 visits to victory lane in his career, the Ohio native has built a reputation of being one of the most determined drivers in the sport with one of the most hectic schedules. Aaron traveled east recently for a rare visit to Harrington Raceway, and we were super excited to get a chance to chat with the champ. We are welcoming Aaron Merriman on the show now, and I'm going to tell you that I looked you up on the internet, and there is so much information about you out there, more than I think I want to know. One of the things that I read about you on the internet that one of the reporters actually mentioned was that your colors complement your hair, and you know what? I never noticed that before, but he's totally right. So where did your colors come from?
Well, they come from my father. They're exactly the same, except I did put a little twist in them here of late. I put a little black in them. I don't know why I call it chocolate. I add a little chocolate to my colors. I don't understand why I did that, but I just kind of think it accentuates it and gives me a little bit more personality, and people ask me questions of why I did it. So I usually, that's what, most of the time I do things because of that. I just want to kind of annoy people.
No, but I liked when you said personality. Personality is definitely good. Tell me a little more about your father. Tell me, what's your dad's name, your mom's name? What are they up to now?
My father's Lanny. He still trains horses, still drives as well. He's a very happy guy. You know, he's a very consistent man, and I can only dream to grow up to be, you know, as happy and as lucky as he has, you know. My mother's a professor at Miami of Ohio College in Ohio. She's been a professor for a long time. Yeah, there are some smart people in my in my family. I was once smart, I think, until I started driving horses, maybe. But no, and she lives in Oxford, which is right by the school, and I've got 3 sisters and a couple children, and, you know, the whole works.
You went to a university, didn't you?
Yes, I did briefly. And then I was actually working for a gentleman at the same time, so I kind of like the horses, of course, got to me, and I just stuck with it, and it's paid off okay.
Okay. I mean, he's got like a bazillion wins if you like that kind of success. So, okay. Now, going back to when you first started, you were a bit of a late bloomer. So when did you start, and how old were you?
I really started when I was, I think, started driving when I was 20. I just, you know, I was like half in and half out with, you know, wanting to do this, you know, and wanting to do the horses. Like I said, I attended school and I worked for my father and back and forth, and he was not going to let me drive horses until I knew everything, you know, doing the stalls, cleaning the harness, and stuff like that. So I think it really made me more rounded, probably as a driver and a person. So, I mean, I'm going to do it now 19 years, I think, and I think I got my first win in '99. So I'm here, maybe 18 years now only. Okay, good.
Yeah, how old are you now?
I'm 39, a very young 39. No.
He's catching up on me. I've known Aaron for many years now. So
because you don't age, so.
Oh, you are so sweet. Okay, the interview's done there. I guess we'll see you later. No, I'm just kidding. Ending on a high note. So let's talk about your wins. Okay, so you had the most wins in 2015 of any driver in the whole world. In 2016, and now in 2017, you're leading. But it does not go without you driving a whole lot of horses. You do double headers. Tell me about your day.
Strenuous. I mean, I try to sleep in as long as possible, but I usually go to the meadows 90% of the time. I'm at the meadows in Northfield. So I get up, my day is, and I try to slide and get a coffee on the way to the meadows. You know, it's kind of, I don't do much in the morning because I'm not really awake. I kind of like get to the meadows and I'm half asleep, but I race there and I'm finally waking up, and I'll probably usually win the last couple there on the card because I'm finally awake, and then I'll go to Northfield and try to roll right into a win, you know, and start when I can. But it can be, you know, very tedious to drive at both tracks at times, but you know, when you have some success and the people really make it easy on you, you know, and you know, winning never gets old.
You know, that is a lot of miles on your car, and well, I heard that you have a bit of a lead foot. Is that true? So now you have someone driving you from track to track?
Yeah. That's uncomfortable. I actually do have my license though, and I'm legal. I mean, I rented a car today and everything like that, so I'm good. But I do. A friend of mine actually has been driving me a little bit again, like a couple of days a week, so it helps. Definitely in Ohio, where the points actually count. But I do have a valid driver's license for everybody that like to know. I just have had a lot of speeding tickets, but none of them were excessive. I just have an excessive number of them. I've never had anything over 20 miles an hour over, which is, they call that excessive speeding, but I think I'm facing jail time at any traffic violation at all in Ohio, so.
I feel like we're actually in a courtroom. It's so funny. For my viewers, I do want to talk about the accident that you had in 2010, because when I look at you, I'm like, that is amazing that you are here and that you're driving. So tell me about that accident.
It actually changed my outlook a lot on even driving horses. I'm not a great loser now, you don't get me wrong, but before I was a really, really poor loser. I'd throw things and just tantrums for no reason. But it was very, very horrific, and I didn't know if I was ever going to drive again at the time. I had 2 open compound fractures, my right wrist and my left elbow. I had broken my neck, broken my left wrist as well. It was pretty scary, and through some surgeries and some great doctors and things like that, and an unbelievable support group throughout that time, I made it back. They had predicted it'd be a year and a half, if ever, I would get back, and I was back in less than 6 months.
Wow.
So.
Yeah. Aaron does not like to take days off. He doesn't even like to take vacations. So I was surprised when you went to Ireland, and I was there too. Yeah. And so one of the things that you're scared to death of is like losing drive. So you never vacay.
Yeah, I'm very, very paranoid, and everybody's like, you're nuts, you're listening on how many horses a day, but I'm very, very paranoid. Like, if I don't show up, I'm not going to have drives, so, and that still stands to this day. Like, I panic. Like, even like not being at Northfield tonight, oh, next Monday I'm going to be watching, or I'll paddock, or whatever I have to do to, just to be able to be at the races. But Ireland was a wonderful experience, and I'm glad I took it, and probably wish I would have taken a little bit longer. It was unsurpassed, as you know. It was a fantastic experience, and I was very, very blessed to be able to go.
So I know you still get aches and pains. I mean, you're not a spring chicken, but you're not an old man either, okay, at 39. So it's kind of funny because when I was reading stuff about you, I thought, wow, this could be like a bio. My name is Erin Merriman, and I like lukewarm baths and acupuncture and the Cleveland Browns. So, because you get acupuncture.
Yes, that'd be almost to a T. It would just describe me, but I love acupuncture when I have the opportunity to do it. I don't like to take medicine, so it really, it's unbelievable if you have a chance to try it. And needles in your body, I mean, come on. Who doesn't want it? Who doesn't want it?
Yeah, that sounds appetizing. I'm going to go run out and do that right now. But no, I'm sure I've heard rave reviews about acupuncture. Well, Aaron, thank you for being on the show. And just to give you one more pat on the back, when I was reading things about you, so many trainers were like, the one thing about Aaron is he's not just a driver, he's a horseman. So, I mean, just thank you for that.
I love driving for the people I drive for, which is about everybody. And I mean, some is a little bit more high pressure than others, but we're just blessed to be able to be in this business and be able to drive horses for a living.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Aaron, and continued success.
Thank you.